Don't get married in 2025. You heard me. I'm serious and I mean it. If you still want to do whatever you want, whenever you want it, without anybody else's input or impact, don't get married. If you want to spend your money on whatever shiny toy catches your eye without having to check in with your spouse to see if it fits your family's priorities, don't get married. If you want to come home when you feel like it or not come home at all and not have anyone notice or care where you are, you know what? Don't get married. Because here's the truth that nobody tells you before we say I do. Marriage requires certain trade-offs on purpose. And if you're not willing to step into those trade-offs with clarity, you'll either wreck a marriage as you're trying to create it, or you're going to regret stepping into one too soon. Here's the first thing that you need to know. You lose total autonomy. When you get married, you're signing up to share your life. That means you don't just get to make big decisions like taking a new job or moving across the country or the world or buying an expensive hobby toy without talking it over with somebody else, in our case, your spouse. It doesn't mean that you lose your identity or lose all your dreams. It just means that your dreams get shaped around the we and not just the me. So if you're not ready to consider somebody else in your choices, in your decisions, I would recommend that you wait. Don't get married until you are. Here's the second thing. Your money is not just yours anymore. Money in a marriage is more than mere numbers. It communicates your priorities, it reflects y'all's values, and it's about communication. If you still want to drop hundreds or thousands on impulse purchases and sign up for things, packages, vacation, tools, without talking to your spouse, please wait. Please take a pause. Because in marriage, financial decisions affect the both of you. It doesn't mean that you need permission to buy every coffee. That's not what I'm saying. But it does mean you'll need to talk, you'll have to align, and sometimes even compromise. Yeah. So if you're not ready to have those conversations, don't get married yet. The next thing that you need to know, you're accountable for showing up. Marriage isn't just about romantic getaways and cozy date nights, as lovely as that sounds. It's about showing up day after day. It's about taking out the trash and fixing the thing when it breaks. But not just in a physical sense of the word either, emotionally as well. You can't just disappear emotionally and physically and expect it not to matter. Even a decent roommate, if you've ever had one, you know, will notice if you don't come home at night. Marriage, your spouse will notice if you're absent, if you're checked out, or if you're completely disengaged. And they should. So if you're not ready to let someone see you, check in with you, and care about where you are, don't get married yet. The next thing you need to know, marriage requires growth. Marriage will reveal parts of you that still need growing up. Maybe it's your impatience. Maybe it's your desire to win every argument, your avoidance of hard conversations. If you're not willing to look in the mirror, own your stuff, and grow, not for your spouse or their sake, but for you and the marriage that you're building, I really want you to wait, because marriage requires growth and it will test you. Ask me how I know. And that's not a bad thing. It's what makes marriage a place of transformation, but only if you're willing. And you gotta be willing for it to work. You gotta be willing for your marriage to work. The next thing you need to know, marriage is worth it, but it's work. Here's the thing, marriage is a gift, 100%. It's the chance to build something together that lasts longer than mere feeling, certain seasons of life, or particular circumstances. It's an opportunity to become a team, to build a safe place together in a world that often feels so harsh. But hear this, it doesn't happen by accident. If you're not ready to put in the work as it relates to building communication, prioritizing connection between the two of you, and choosing your spouse even when it's inconvenient, don't get married yet. Wait until you're ready to do marriage, not just be married. Now, if you're watching this and you're feeling that tug of, am I ready? Good. That means that you care. If you want a marriage that actually lasts and feels like a true partnership, let's make sure that you have the tools to build it. I want you to invite you to subscribe here for more practical, real-life marriage wisdom and guidance, where you'll get to create and work on that manual that none of us received before marriage. And watch this next video on the secret sauce to a happy marriage so you too can build a marriage that lasts. Because when you're ready, marriage is so worth it.